Right, hello folks, it's Jack here. Welcome to Peach Guitar's YouTube channel. And today it's my great pleasure to walk you through the entire range of Suhr amplifiers. So we've just received a shipment of some kind of quite limited stock of some slightly older versions of Suhr amplifiers that I'm going to detail in this video for you exactly what they are. But as we've got the full range here, I wanted to just walk you through each of the models, give you an idea of what they're about and what they might do to appeal to you as a different kind of player. So basically, there's 4 or 5 different families of amplifiers in the Suhr amplifier range. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to walk you through each of those and tell you a little bit about them. So starting off with the kind of the big boy that's behind me here that you can see there, that's the Suhr SL68 model. Now John Suhr kind of got his start and has roots in amplifier building and design from way back into the kind of the mid to late 80s. He really got his commercial start, and at that point he was really modifying Marshalls for a lot of people, you know, because that was kind of the craze of the day, was people would take their existing Marshall amplifiers to builders like John, and at the time, or a little later on, he started working with Bob Bradshaw as well, who were doing very similar things. Now the SL68 is kind of no mods at all to that kind of idea, where basically this is as classic a Marshall as you're going to find. So the SL series of amplifiers that comprises of the 68, which is the 100 watt, and the 67, which is the 50 watt, that is a bone stock 67 era Marshall 1959 style plexi. So the idea there is that it's a plug and play kind of amplifier. So it's a very powerful amplifier. You've got lots of volume obviously coming off it if you want it, but the best thing is you can tame that power and volume both with the master volume on the back as well as the high and low power switch on the front of the amplifier, which basically acts as an internal variac to the amp. Great series of amplifiers. You're going to hear some clips coming up that show you just what a great plexi style amplifier can really do. So directly below that is perhaps the most complicated amplifier in the room, which is Pete Thorne's signature PT-100, which aims to encapsulate all of the things that Pete was looking for in a working amplifier. So essentially what you have here are 3 channels which basically act as 3 different amplifiers in one. So you have channel 1, which is a very traditional American style clean, with the option to boost it up for a little bit of preamp gain crunch in there as well. You then have channel 2, which is actually modelled slightly after the SL68 itself. It's very much in that classic Marshall Plexi 800 kind of a vein, again with a boost function and bright switch. And then channel 3 kind of takes up where that leaves off, really harks back to John Suhr's roots with those old Bob Bradshaw co-designed custom audio amplifiers as well. So that's kind of where the channel 3 sits. So you've got 3 completely unique tones. So everything you need as a working guitar player, Pete has purposefully designed this amplifier to center around those needs. So it's a great versatile amplifier, and as you're going to hear in this video, it covers the full gamut of tones from classic to modern. other side, we've got the Badger series, which has long been a personal favourite of mine. The Badger series is quite an old design for John Suhr now, but what they did a couple of years ago is they revamped the design to give it the kind of all-black, sleek look. It also was given a MOSFET boost, so it's a very, very high efficiency boost, as opposed to like using a boost pedal in the front. They've also readdressed certain things like with the power scaling, so that's kind of the big feature of the Badger amplifiers, is that you're able to tame the output power of the amps in a different way to just using a half power switch, because you do have a continuous power control level on the front of the amplifiers there that basically takes the amplifiers from their maximum output, which in this case on the Badger 30 is 30 watts provided by two EL34 power tubes. You can bring that all the way down to, I believe, about half a watt continuously, so you get a very nice smooth curve. There's 3 amplifiers in that range. There's the Badger 30 I just mentioned, and there's 2 EL84 loaded amplifiers, the Badger 18, which you can't see but it's right behind me here, and there's also a Badger 35, which is essentially twice the amplifier that the Badger 18 is. So the Badger serves as a great all-purpose, typically British style amplifier. You can really coax a lot of different tones out of that, from your classic Vox to Marshall kind of tonalities, but it really has its own character as well, which hopefully you're going to hear in this clip. So we've also got the Suhr Hedgehog 50 here, which also underwent a kind of visual makeover a couple of years ago. So again, we've got the all black finish now. And the Hedgehog was really a departure from John's heritage, because typically John Suhr really designed amplifiers based around that British classic kind of design. This is really him going after more of the American 70s, 80s designs of a very notable amp designer whose name might just happen to rhyme with humble. So really the Hedgehog amplifier is maximum functionality out of an American style amplifier. It comes with the included foot switch, which is a 4-button foot switch, and unlike most other amplifiers where you're given your preset, predetermined functions that you can switch on and off, with the Hedgehog you have 4 presets that you can actually create for yourself. So say you want to have your clean sound with a bright switch, maybe a boost, and then you want to jump straight to your lead sound without the bright switch, you can program that all in on the foot switch yourself. You've still got a lot of power. You've got 50 watts of power that's provided by 2 5881 power tubes, so kind of maximum fidelity, maximum headroom if you want it, but you have a lot of gain available in the preamp if you want to drive it quite hard. Okay, so lastly on the outsides here you can see the Suhr Bella amplifiers, which we're actually going to cover in an entirely separate video. So once you finish watching this video you can scroll down to the description box below and you can find a link for that video there where we're going to go through the amplifier in full detail. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this little video detailing some of Suhr's amplifier offerings. I hope you enjoyed the clips you've heard. If you want any more info on any of the products you've seen here in the video, you can find it all out at peachguitars.com. You can get there by clicking the link in the description box below. It'll take you to our website and you'll be able to see full high-resolution images of all these amplifiers as well as current pricing information. So if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like below. You can comment below, let us know your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and as always, stay tuned and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.